Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the another video. Now, so far last week we saw two different updates. We got iOS 26.2.1 and that update was for everyone who are using iOS 26.2 and who want to stay on the public release. So for those people, there were iOS 26.2.1, and we also saw iOS 26.3 beta 3, and that update was for the people who were on the betas and want to try the betas. So even on my this device I was using beta 2, so I got the beta 3 on this device and got 26.2.1 on this device. Now one thing happened, like I did a lot of videos where I told you that how the battery life is. I talk about that battery life is really good. Battery life is improved on the 26.2.1, also on the 26.3 beta 3. But I was getting comments from you guys even on threads that battery life is not that good on the 26.2.1. Also, some people were saying the battery life is not good on the beta 3. So I thought, why not let's create a video in which I will share my stats and share what I do to make my battery life good. So without any further delay, let's get dive into this video. Now let's start with the stats. So far on my this device I am using iOS 26.2.1. If I get into settings and show you the battery health over here, this is 88% as you can see, and I am using iPhone 11 for 26.2.1, and it's an old device. It is the first device to support iOS 26.2.1. I'm iOS 26, and this was the first day when I was using iOS 26.2.1. And as you can see, I got a decent screen on time, 8 hours plus screen on time, or 106%. And if I get to this day, this was another day, and on this day I was also using 26.2.1, and over here as you can see I got around 78% of usage and I got 7 hour and 31 minutes screen on time. Now this is a really good screen on time. Now during this time I was way active on YouTube, like more than 2 hours and 30 minutes on YouTube and some other applications as you can see. Now this is amazing screen on time. At the same time, if I bring my other device over here, and this device and the battery health is at 97%, and this is the iPhone 16 as you can see. And over here if I bring my this device over here, this device is running 26.3 beta 3, and like yesterday I used around 69% and I got 6 hour and 54 minutes screen on time, and the day before that I used around 71% and I got 7 hour and 30 minutes screen on time. So battery life is amazing. No matter which iOS version you are using, I am getting really good battery life. I'm not getting a bad battery life. I'm happy with how the battery is working. So what I am doing to get this much good battery life? Now let's talk about that. So let's begin. Now first of all, what I try to do is I try to use good chargers. For me, I am using this 20-watt anchor charger over here. Now this video is not sponsored by any means. This is IQ 3. As you can see, it's a USB Type C to USB Type C. I also have USB Type C to Lightning cable for my this device, and this is 20-watt. Like it is called Power Port 3 Nano. Again, it is not sponsored by any means. My whole purpose of showing this is that this is a good charger, and to charge my iPhones I try to use good charger. Just take an example, you spend so much money on your device and you get a cheap charger, and cheap chargers can destroy the battery life, they can destroy the battery health, so they are not recommended by anyone. So what I will suggest you, I'm not saying that go and buy this charger, I'm just saying go and buy good chargers for your device. Do your own research and buy good charger. So this is what I do. I charge my devices with a good charger, and in the end I get a really good screen on time, which is a 1 point. Also, there are definitely some settings that I did to get the good battery life. I have definitely talked about those settings a lot of time. So yeah, let's begin and let's share some of the settings that can help you to get a good battery life. So for example, if you are in the settings, go into the privacy and security. Now once you are into privacy security, there's a lot of stuff going on over here. So get into location services and customize the location services according to your choice. Now, if you see, I have never or while using. Basically, there are different options available. So if I go over here, there are four different options available. Never, ask less time, while using the app, and always. Some people do keep on always, and when it is on always, it is always consuming battery life because location is always on. It is always tracking you, which means it is always consuming your battery life. So choose never or while using the app. These two options can be the best one. So for some apps, I choose never, and for some apps like Google Maps or apps that are important, I choose while using. This is the very first thing that you need to do. Now stay in the location services and go all the way down into the system services. Now once you are into the system services, go all the way down into product improvement. Now by default, product improvement settings are on something like this, and they consume a lot of battery life. They are helping you to helping Apple actually to improve maps, to routing and traffic, iPhone analytics, improve location accuracy, and they are working in the background all the time, which means they are consuming a lot of battery life. So just keep them off. This is the best thing you can do for your device. Now go back from here, go back from here, go all the way down into the fitness, motion at fitness. Now by default this is also on, and when it is on, it is always tracking that how many steps you are taking, are you moving, are you going up, are you going down, whatever, it is tracking all the time. If you don't care about your steps, or you use third party stuff like maybe any band or Apple Watch or anything like that, I will suggest you to turn this off. It is not helping any possible way, just other than telling your steps, and also it is consuming a lot of battery life. So just turn it off. It is a much better option to turn it off. Now go back from here. Now once you are over here, there is a new option like journal was launched few years back, and now there's proper journal suggestion settings. Now when these settings are when these settings are on, they're again consuming a lot of battery life. How? Like just take an example. If the activity is on, like for example it is on, it is always tracking that what you are doing, so it can give you suggestion in the journal app. Just like that, there is a significant location, a lot of stuff going on. Just keep everything off. I prefer to keep these things off. Even I do journaling sometimes, I do keep them off. Sometimes I make them turn on, but if you don't care about journaling, I would suggest you to keep them off. They are going to help a lot to improve the battery life of your device. Now from here you need to go to the analytics and improvement. Don't ask me why, but turn everything off from here. Go to Apple advertising, turn everything off from here. Go all the way on the top, you will see the tracking option over here. Basically, what it does, it asks you that let this specific app allow to track anything so they can give you better advertising. Turn it off. You don't need it. If you make this on, it will be tracking in the background, and that definitely will be consuming a lot of battery life. So turn it off. Now, what I also do is I try to limit my notifications. Basically, when there is a new notification, it uses different resources like your Wi-Fi or mobile data, background processes it, you know gets data from the app, gives you data, and all these processes consume battery life. So what I do, I actually limit notifications. For example, if there is an app, the notifications are not important. So if you see over here, most of the apps notifications are off. For example, backdrops, Brave, Bring, as you can see, most of the apps notifications are off. But if there is app that notifications are important to me, for example messages, they are on. So you can also customize notification here and keep the notifications on that are important and keep the notification off that are not important. And these are some of the settings that you can do. Now one thing I also do is I follow a 2080 rule. Now I have talked about this a lot of time in my different sort of videos. Now basically what is 2080 rule? Whenever your battery is around 20%, plug it a charger, start charging it. Never let it go beyond 20%. And whenever it's around 80%, put it on the charger. Now today is my 92% because I was wanting to test the battery life, so this is why I charge it more. But usually I charge around 80%, and when it is around 80%, I unplug the charger. So these are few things that you can do to improve the battery life of your iPhone and get a much better battery life no matter what iOS version you are running. So it's time to conclude this video. So far in this video, I shared my battery stats and how I'm getting a really good battery life. I give you proof of amazing battery life, and then I share some tips and tricks, or you can say I share things that how what I do to improve the battery life on my device, and I share those stuff with you guys. So yeah, if you have any query, if you want to know about anything, let me in the comment section below, and I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Until then, take care. Peace out.